Okay, so today the Lord has something very special for you. He directs this channel, and so I follow him. He wants me to tell you about the reason why I put those hymns up. I've had this channel for a lot of years, and I had a different plan for this channel. And I never really did that much with it. Life was busy. I still had a lot going on. I was still working and things like that. But originally it was going to be a food channel. I was a foodie. My husband and I were raw vegans. I had a lot of great recipes. We had a lot of fun doing it. And the reason I put up those hymns, several of them in a row, was because my precious little sister, 8 years younger than I, passed away in January of this year. And we had become very close over the last 9 months before she passed, and she had come to stay with me in Las Vegas for, not necessarily with me, but she was kind of hanging around for a while. And then she did stay in her motorhome in front of my home and for about a month, and it was just a really wonderful time. We reconnected. We just became very close, and I realized how much she loved the Lord, and she and I realized that we were so much alike in our beliefs and everything with the Lord, and just really we both had a very personal relationship with him. And so we started to share that a lot with each other, and I had been preparing to move anyway. My husband and I were selling our home at the time, so we grew very close. But during that time, the Lord had been doing a lot of other things in my life. All these things were happening at once, and I was an empty nester. I was struggling with that really, really hard, and missing my children a lot. During that time, I had some other difficult relationships that were being cut, some ties that I had, and I realized that this was really strange, that this was all happening at the same time. And the Lord showed me that he was setting it up for me to be able to go away with my husband and witness and share him with others and be there for other people, and just pray with them, pray for them. I started to see that she was going to be doing something similar. I just knew that somehow I knew she was going to be doing something similar, and I thought maybe we were going to be doing it together. But then she got her motorhome, and things like that progressed, and we were going to be traveling in ours, so it just seemed like that maybe we'd be traveling together. I knew that she was going to be going to California. She knew that, and I knew that, but we both knew that we were going to be still communicating about the Lord while we were on our own journeys. So the stage was set for my husband and I to leave. We sold our home, we left, and immediately we were called to go be there for someone. Our first call was within a day or two after leaving Las Vegas. So we set out to do that. And we had 3 or 4 situations like that we sort of landed and had to stay in one place for a while just to be in that situation so that we could do what the Lord wanted us to do. And I'll share maybe that someday, that we were able to be blessed by others as well as, pray for them. But meanwhile, my sister and I became very close through text and prayer. We would pray on Saturdays. My sister and I, we both wanted to worship on that day. So my husband and I would fast and pray with her. We would, across the miles, we would fast and pray all day, every Saturday. Every Saturday, that's a lot. You fast and pray, okay, the church is getting together, but if you do it every Saturday, and you do it the whole day, only drinking a couple of liquid, you're going to get really close to the Lord. I mean, it was incredible. So we would swap testimonies of how the Lord had really answered our prayers. And we were praying for each other. We were praying for our family, that with the things that we knew people needed prayer for, we were doing that together. And we were seeing miracles happen. And already miracles had been happening on our side. So when she passed in January it was very, very hard. So I'm not going to go all into that. I could just go on and on about how hard it was. But I felt I just needed to sing hymns, and I started to sing them. My husband and I sing, and I can tell you about that later. Secular songs, I know a couple hundred, he knows a couple hundred, and we've performed them in Las Vegas. I went ahead and put them up on my channel because the Lord told me to, and he showed me that other people were heartbroken and sad, and it's because they don't have any money, or maybe they lost a loved one, maybe they had another tragedy or something in their life. And I found that singing the hymns was so comforting. He showed me that's why he wanted me to put them up on my channel, was so that other people could be comforted. He wants me to share that, that's why. And now he's moving in a different direction with this channel. So what I wanted to say to you today is that he's going to be giving me words from him for you, because he's so adamant that I put these testimonies up. Right now I'm envisioning that I will be putting some talking head stuff like this. I'm sorry it's talking head and that, but that's what he's asked me to do. God has something for somebody out there, and I plan to be obedient to him to tell people what he wants me to tell them. So that's what this channel is going to be right now, is me sharing things when he tells me to. It seems like he's having me share something and then sing a hymn, and share something and sing a hymn right now. And the one he asked me to sing, I don't seem to have it in my possession for a backup, so if I get it, I'll sing that one. And if I'm supposed to, he'll make that happen. So it's How Big Is God? It was quite popular when I was young, and I believe it's a hymn Bill and Gloria Gaither. And so I'm going to look for that. That's going to be my next song if I can find it. So praise God. If that's what he wants me to sing, I will. And that's how I always know it's from the Lord, because he gives me confirmation. But I know it's him, and the way I know it's him is it's not something I would have thought of. That's one of the ways I know. So I hear from the Lord. He wants me to share, and that's what I plan to do. So thank you for spending this time with me, because he wants to get to know all of you. He wants to be there for you. He wants to be able to talk to you. He wants to lead you and guide you, and nothing is too small for him to share with you. It's all very important, our daily walk with him. So I hope to be that inspiration for you. I hope that you can share with me how he's touched you, or how you've grown closer maybe with some of these techniques. And not really techniques, it's just opening your heart, opening your ears, giving him your time, and just waiting on him to share what he wants you to do. And I always listen for what he wants me to do, and it's through fasting and prayer. I have never been this close to the Lord, and it is just a blessing to really know that he cares about every little thing that you need. And so let's have some fun and just get closer to him together. So I hope to see you soon. I'll talk to you later. Bye.